Only 33 gold on repairs. Nice.
Yeah, we're not dying. I died.
It's because you're a scrub.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, so nothing really needs to change for our first phase. We're doing okay with that. Stack up in the middle, move through the big stuff. Second phase, I have two ideas. So we're gonna send Fire Bat up for Boomkin, and then Destruction and Dissensus. Or Noctum, do you want to be going up? You lose DPS as far as numbers, but you know we can't have those guys stack up. So
I can do whatever.
are you combat or subtlety for this one?
Subtlety.
So you're more a single target?
Yeah.
Well, let's put the warriors up there then. You guys can stun and do your Ravager or all that stuff. So the warriors and the Boomkin. We'll just go back and forth. For the siege makers, for the range people, we're gonna bring them down to about 30%. So impale hits. And Dutch, if you just let us know, like last time where you were, let us know when the black iron plating was falling off. I know there's a warning for it, but just let us know. Then range will switch, get it down to about 30% or so, and the next impales will kill it after that. The bombs and the impales will kill it. So it should take 2 sets of impales. Third set of impale will be a tank soak, and those people will go into the middle of the room. We'll mark it with diamond down there. Low, when we get down there, do you mind marking it right away, the diamond?
Yep. Which
Just
corner?
right in the middle of the room, actually.
Will do.
I'll do the sides for the other marks.
I need to reconnect my keyboard. It's not working.
Okay.
Anymore.
Got some trolling going on here.
Yeah, I gotta get that thing. Where do I get that?
It's a jewel crafting.
It's nice.
Ah.
Okay, so for all the DPS that are going up, do you guys understand how the whole smash thing works?
Smash thing, what do you mean? Oh yeah. Where he sends us out, yeah.
Where he sends you up, how you gotta like be standing correctly?
Yep.
Okay,
Also,
now
important. Everybody has to know that smash thing for phase 3, though.
but it's slightly, well, I guess it's not that much different with as far as standing in the right spot, but there is a thing you can do so you don't miss the smashes. If you have bigwigs or DBM, I guess. If you go into the boss settings, you should be able to go into the Shattering Smash, and then you can actually do like a countdown for it so you don't miss it if that's important to you guys. For the massive Shattering Smashes, that's the really big one in phase 3. Remember that we all have to stack inside of it, and you'll want to stack on like the back half of the circle. So make sure that you go directly backwards. If you get impale, you're going to the right of the raid, not too far to the right. If you get bombs, you're going to the left of the raid. So bombs left, impale right. Everyone stacks up right behind the massive smash. And that's how it goes. I read about this. I don't know if you guys have an opinion about it, but just to get us into phase 3 for sure, make sure we're seeing it. I know some people lust in phase 2 to push it a little bit faster. We don't have to try it this first time. Fire, you're gonna flap down that first one, right? The first balcony.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I see actually exactly where they spawn from and where they go, so I should be good.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, we could try it without the lust, so we have it for phase 3 because that's ideal. But I have talked to some people and read some stuff, and some people use lust on phase 2 just because it gets them into phase 3 for sure. So, any questions? Stop talking about this weekend. We'll eat food later. Black Hand now. People. All right, let's do this.
I'm still looking for the thing in DBM.
It's under bosses and then abilities. Bigwig, yeah, BBM. I'm not sure. Bigwigs is pretty easy. Flask, Laz, and Win. Probably yours fell
Shattering
off.
Smash.
That's the one. Yeah, you can like emphasize it or do a countdown for it. So, all right, here we go.
Dude,
I'm
I look
gonna
awesome.
let's flap into battle, everyone.
When do you want to Healing Tide this first one? And range get behind debris. Don't stand in front of the marked for death. There's a debris all the way to the left over here. Z. Ranged. The debris is all the way in the back.
Here we go.
Never mind.
Here's Smash.
Okay, first
Wrong
round
side.
of
Ratings down.
All right, switch to the speech maker. Bring it to 30%. Can we just
Yeah.
a mark in the middle for the mark for death people?
Alright, it's at 30%.
All right, switch back to Black Hand. So next mark will have to be soaked.
This one.
Here's Smash.
It was like too early. They were like spawned up there, like all clumped up, and then they ran out.
Ratings down.
Switch it, bring it to 30%.
Alright, switch back to black.
Smash coming in 5.
Ah, shit,
This one has to be soaked.
one's soaked.
Got it.
I didn't get sent up.
Big heals on the impales. You gotta jump down a little earlier than that, Ian, okay? Big move.
Ratings down.
Switch to it. Here's Smash.
You're gonna have to move black hand.
ACX got him.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not up there this time. I had to move for Mark for Death.
Yeah, it's not good, because
Jump down, I got. Here comes Smash.
this siege engine is going down. It needs to. It's about to launch.
This one needs to be soaked.
I got one of them.
Yeah, we were not coordinated.
Careful if you have a slag debuff, you'll take 100% extra damage. Get behind that tank. Get behind the tanks. All right.
Position first.
Stack up right behind them. Here come the bombs. Go to the right. Oh, look. Keep going. Keep going. Get right behind him now. All right, so we just gotta see what people are dying to.
Well, I got 4 markers down on the bottom.
Yeah, perfect.
I liked how last time we were calling out which side we're jumping to. So blue square or the X or whatever.
Well, A-Shack doesn't have a. He's not in here. I can call it the ones I'm going to, but the other way to do it, and I watched like a lot of videos over. I was looking at this stuff, and one way to do it is you always go up to the same side. So because even if like Black Hand is facing blue, if you go in the back side of the circle, it'll still send you up to the red side. You know what I mean?
Sometimes there's not guys up there though.
Yeah, I just mean like you can basically pick whatever side you want to go to.
Like if Black Hand's in the middle, you guys can split who goes to which side.
That's the thing, though. If he's too far to one side, or
He's
the other,
usually
he
yeah,
can't
he's
make it
never
to
in
the
the
other
middle.
side.
Yeah, we don't hold them in the middle because that's where the soaking needs to happen. But the concept is the same, that like you can go to either side basically.
We gotta figure something out when it comes to where these siege machines are coming out. If the siege machine comes out on the opposite side where you guys are tanking him from the start, by the time that we get the plating down, he needs to be at the other mark so that tank can be picked up where he was. So say if he starts off at blue and the tank comes out on red, he needs to be back at red by the time that tank's going down.
Okay.
Because otherwise the tank is going to come out right there on blue, and if there's, or if you guys are tanking it right there, it's going to focus on one of you guys like it did that last time. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. And I saw one of the ideas, if you have 4 markers down, then basically you re-rotate opposite of those markers.
And that's
So-
fine. I'm just saying wherever he's at, if I know he's directly across from me, that means the tank is going to come out behind me. So that way I can predict where I need to be to lure it around. To whereas if like he's sitting in between, the 1 or 2 things and the tank's going to come out from that side, I'm screwed because it's going to get on somebody other than me. And it's going to mess everything up like it did on that last one because the tank was on Ashiok and I still had one fixated on me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to keep it opposite the room. I mean, that's the best I can do, I guess, right?
Right. I mean, as soon as the first one comes out, I'm going to be rotating in the direction that you guys have been dropping the bombs. So he gets the first impales go out. Hopefully they get hit the tank, and then I'm luring the tank through all those bombs, and that way you can be moving him back towards the marker that I started at.
Okay.
And by that time, when the siege maker dies, there should be another one popping up on the side of the room where I'm at.
I kind of felt like keeping the tank up at 30% was harder than burning it down.
We just want to we just need to make sure that it can soak us the second set of impales. So, because like if we kill it too quickly, then we'll have 2 sets of impales without a siege maker. So as long as it's taking 2 sets, it doesn't matter how we. I mean, you guys could let it take 2 and then DPS it down. The idea is that if you get it to 30-ish, then the second set of impales finishes the job for you.
It doesn't seem like we're having a problem killing it, so maybe we should just let it take both sets of the impales and then burn it down, because then there's also the mines that can do damage to it as well. By that time, another one should be coming up, and if I can't take it, maybe one of the other range can, but it's still gonna take the 2 impales, it's gonna take the second impale out of the equation. How often do the impales come out? Does DBM say?
I think no, I don't know actually. I don't know if there's are they set? I know Shattering Smash is every 45 seconds.
And then what's wrong with phase 3? We just got too many dead to soak any of that.
Yeah, I think so.
We kind of can't have like anybody dead. Oh, Z, you hit 680.
I did it! I can stop now.
Yeah, don't go any higher, otherwise I will have to get higher level than that.
I'll just
It
log out.
says
See you guys
that
later.
marked for death is a 6-second cooldown, but it says Black Hand marks the target for death after 5 seconds. Will cast Impaling Throw at the target, so it's probably like, what, 10, 11 seconds, something around there. I'll try and keep an eye on it.
Okay, cool. Check your flask low.
So if I check it and don't reapply it, is that what you want?
Yeah, that's fine.
As long as I'm aware, right?
Just make sure one's in your bag.
That's it.
Oh, I have like a bunch.
Mike, you here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had too many guys up at the end there for sure. Les. Oh, Fire, are you here? Abort.
1 sec.
Hopefully.
That's actually what killed me, was the exploding rounds, this, I don't know.
Yeah, we just had too much up at the end.
Oh, off topic, but ranged, if you're kind of trying to stay out from in front of the demo, because it does do like a little slam thing that knocks you up and does damage, so you kind of want to be behind it if you can at all times.
Just let me know when you're ready, Fire. All right, here we go. Let's actually let him. Okay, good. There we go.
Can we get spell power?
No.
Dang it.
Fires, do you see anything?
Fire bats on fine.
Keep going.
We don't get to see him flap though.
That is the best part of this fight. Oh, he dead.
Got here for that life grip last. There I go. Ah.
Like a yo-yo.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll try to call it out better.
I'll watch the time and grab you out of here.
I'll tell you just when he's smashing. I think that first one is physical damage. We might be able to barrier it to get less people.
Looks like mark for death is 10 seconds.
Here comes smash. But I didn't have a cooldown for that first one, sorry.
Plating's down.
Watch out for bomb.
Alright, we gotta bomb this demolisher. It's about to go down.
Smashing. Smash in 5. Alright, jump if you're above 15. Here's smash.
This next one.
You guys should stack up.
Smash in 5 seconds. So it seems like the impales are actually the thing that's killing us the most. Like I'm seeing multiple range, like get the marked for death, and they're on the complete opposite side of the siege maker.
Like
we've
I'm
been-
taking a shitload of damage from the upstairs stuff.
We've been clearing that.
Whatever we were doing with the siege makers before isn't what we're doing with them today. Like, I don't know if it's the kiting pattern or what, but there's been a bunch of times where like the siege maker's like on our ass or on like Blackhand's ass, and that's really rough because like if you move just a little bit, the angle changes so drastically that I get impaled anyways.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's subtle positioning. I mean, it's literally I see people on the opposite side of the room.
Yeah,
Do we need?
it's just like if we can get the siege makers to like follow a little bit further away from Black Hand, because like you turn a little bit on the boss, and then the angle on that just like manages so that we like the range having to run it around has to go like halfway around the siege maker in order to be out of line of sight again.
I've been trying to keep in the exact opposite of the room. Did it not feel that way?
So
'Cause I
maybe
mean-
as arranged, you should just be kind of following the siege maker,
Or in the
So-
middle?
or in the well, the middle's kind of rough. You kind of have to follow it.
And we should be spread out for the explosive around as well. Is there a lot of splash damage happening from that?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what I died to again. The one side was clear, but there was a shitload on the side where I died.
Help! You can't flap over this like lip going into Black Hand's room.
Too bad you can't flap upwards.
So did was there anybody that missed the balcony phase from melee?
Yeah, one time I was standing right in the middle of the smash and
You don't
Didn't
want to go in the
pop me
middle.
at all, and then I know, I was just positioning was off, and then another time and I just missed it.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the middle of the smash though, because if you go in the middle, you're gonna go up.
No, I understand. No, I didn't even go up though. Like it just missed me. I don't think I was even right in the middle. I think it just got me off in one direction or the other. It really kept me right there though. I have no idea what happened. Does it send everyone up that's in the smash, or is it?
Everybody that's inside the red circle will get blown back.
Yeah, if you're dancing like
Okay,
in
it
and out
didn't
of
even
it,
send
you
me up in
can.
the air, right in it.
If you're like dancing in and out of it, sometimes you don't get sent up. Like I notice that if I'm like on the edge, but I'm a little too far back, it just doesn't send me up, even if it looks like my hitbox is like inside the red circle. It's a little like tight on the timing, I guess, or on the positioning.
Yeah, I mean, I was closer to the center than the edge, and it still didn't even pop me in the air. So I have no idea what was going on with.
Is that just once, or did it happen multiple times?
No, then I missed one because I was dodging a bomb. So I mean,
Yeah.
every other time I was in it, it popped. So it was just,
Okay.
and it didn't do that last week either. So I don't know.
All right, we can't have any melee miss going up basically, or else it just gets too overwhelming. And I don't know, like it seems like we're clearing one side and then the other side, but it seems like there are still people on both sides when we're doing that. Do we need to be splitting that a little bit?
Well, we just anyway, we need to be which side. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it goes to the same side every time, but
We should probably like
Uh,
start from the outside and go in, and then go as far in as we can. So that way we're not like attacking the same target and not getting things done as fast.
They need to spread out as much as you can. Like ideally here, like we could even pick positions
Right.
like right now. Like stand on banner.
well, I mean, what I'm saying is the first smash, there's only gunners on one side. So we
Yeah,
need to
but-
be looking to see which side I'm out on.
They always come out
I
on the same side.
Kill them. Like
Yeah.
first smash, they're dead because I'm up there flapping away.
So melee, like this is not how we should look though for the smash. We should look like this. And then like destruction go to the right a little bit. Noctum go to the left a little bit. Descent just stay in the middle. You know what I mean? Like the range is like it's a pretty large circle. Like you see the circle that you see in the phase one is the exact circle that we're going to use every time. So I mean you can get in this position every single time. As long as the
Yeah.
boss is facing the balcony, then we should be good. Like obviously like if Ashiok hasn't turned, like if the boss is facing this way, then you guys still want to be lined up like that just on yeah, exactly. Because if you go behind, you're going to go into like the wall that's behind here. So you guys just want to be on the balcony side, like looking like that. So if the boss is here, then you just flip. And that's it.
If you want to know where they start from, I can tell you that the first spawn is right there. And that's where I flap to every time. And I'll hit Starfall and they die.
Yeah, so I think that we just need to be consistent about people going up and then spreading out and killing quickly. You guys ideally should be jumping around about like 15 stacks. Like you shouldn't get above 15 stacks. But the impales seemed like it killed a couple people, yeah?
Yeah, impales were a little rougher this time around. I don't know why.
Okay. So how are we doing the tanks last time? The siege makers last time? We were just DPS him down all the way?
Yeah.
No, it's the same thing that I think it's the same thing anyways that we're trying to do right now, which is do a set of impales, a set of bombs, and then DPS down to like 50-60%. And then the next set of impales should take them out, plus maybe like 1 or 2 bombs if we have to. It's just like that extra, I don't know, 10-20% that the ranged DPS have to help out on.
Okay.
I mean, personally, I know I took like 2 or 3 impales when I was behind the tank, and then like just the line of sight didn't quite work out because like the positioning shifted or whatever. And then I think I ate 1 or 2 as well when we don't have a point to stack on for that third one.
The problem is that tank needs to go down before it gets that fire shit off, or it screws the whole area up.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is it's not going down properly because of the fact that we're eating the impales and not the tank. And it's because of whatever, like, I don't know why we're not positioning it properly right now.
Yeah. We'll try to get them opposite this time. Alright, Will. I'm gonna pull him.
stuck.
Winfear's stuck.
Grip him! Grip him! Grip him!
Gosh, I love that ability.
So you guys can see how big the smash mark is now. It's gonna happen in 5 seconds. I don't know what the cooldown is, Laz, but I'm gonna go over top of you now. For the grip. Smash coming in 5. Oh yeah, that was it. Sexy time.
Firebat, move.
I was watching his health. I knew.
It was dang close.
Like, we need to not start in the middle here, but... Here comes Smash. Here comes Smash. Get in there. Get in there.
You moved in wrong direction.
Oh my gosh.
There's no guys on that side.
I killed them all. I told you, the first one.
Yeah, Ashiak had it the other way. The wrong way. Is this distance okay? Or you want farther?
We're good. This is good.
You got to soak these because we got no tank up.
Well, that's I got Smash coming in now. Here comes Smash. Be a little closer to the middle because we're pretty close to the. There we go.
I caught the lip. Right now.
If you got a pot knock to use it.
I got launched to it.
All right, Melee, here we go. Going this way. Get right by me. All right, jump down. That's as long as we can spend up there. That was good. So like I don't have the boss right now, and the positioning is all jacked.
Yeah, when you don't have the boss, I think SX moving at the last second, and it was screwing up my launches.
We got Smash in 3. Man. We're just spending too long in this phase. How many tanks is that, by the way?
I no idea. I want to say 4 or 5, at least 5.
Yeah, we
5,
need to be
yeah.
we need to be transitioning before the fifth one. Let's try the lusting thing in this phase. We shouldn't be having 5 tanks because the damage is gonna get just overwhelming no matter what. Like even if we're clearing the balconies, they start spawning faster and faster. So at some point you just can't, there aren't enough smashes to send you up because the smash happens at an interval. It's a 45-second interval. So like the ads will just come faster and faster and faster, but we have the same interval to go up and clear them. If that makes sense.
Do.
It's just a soft enrage. So let's try that so that we can at least practice we can get into phase 3. I still saw range die. Like what are we dying to?
Explosive rounds, what I died to.
I think I died from the impale. We needed to be soaked.
Yeah, I saw impaled. Yep. We could switch one of the melee for a healer. Or add a healer. But I don't think, like, we've been clearing the balconies. Like, every time I stay up there, like, every time I go up, I don't leave until the balcony is cleared. So it's not the problem that the balconies aren't getting cleared. It's that we're not transitioning to phase fast enough.
Well, the longer any DPS is in the balconies, the less DPS on the boss.
Correct. So the thing with like, are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, like part of the problem is that I'm not getting up every balcony. If I can get up to each balcony, the problem is that I'm just getting hit with a mark for death every time, and it's really annoying because it seems to happen every time I'm going up for a smash. But if I get up there, I can just dot up everything, and then we all jump down way earlier and just let the dots kill everything, and it's fine.
Yeah, one of the things I saw was to always send the boomkin to the opposite side, and they do that. So they dot
Yeah.
and jump down, and then the melee goes to the other side. But
Yeah, that's fine too. It's just I'm not getting up there every time because I'm getting marked for. I got marked for death like 4 times, and every time I was in line with a smash.
that's fine. I think we just need more. We need more damage on the boss. Like we just have to transition it faster because I know that's we can't spend a lot of time in the balconies, but they are getting cleared.
Do you want me to stick on the boss instead of going up?
I don't. I know all the melee want to not go up to the balconies because it's a shit job and it ruins your DPS. But if we don't send people up, then people have to stay up in the balcony longer. So if we
Might
send,
be able to get through the phase a little bit faster though. I'm not sure.
but if we send less people up in the balcony, those people are staying up in the balcony longer.
I'm saying switching.
I mean, you would just want to stay in the boss the whole time, is what you're saying.
Is what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm trying to get the phase down faster.
Right, but the problem with that is that then Noctum, Destruction, and me will have to stay up on the balcony longer. So I think it might even out a little bit. I mean, we could try it. I'm open to try it. So let's try this. We're gonna lust right when we get into when we drop down in the beginning of phase 2. And then DPS, don't use your cooldowns in phase 1. Like that hasn't been a problem with us. So just hang on, like use your normal small stuff or whatever. And then right in the beginning of phase 2, that's when you want to kind of blow your cookies a little bit. Because it should be up probably. Phase 2 is I think 3-4 minutes. Well, probably about 4 minutes long. So it should stuff should be up again for you for a phase 3. So all the melee is going to go up. We're going to bloodlust for that first phase, okay? Kill your 2 people and jump down. That's fine, right? Because if each person kills 2, you're up, kill 2, and down. And that's perfectly fine. You're ready.
We're getting so good at this debris. The mark for death with the debris.
Here comes the smash slice. Just so you know. 5 seconds.
Oh, that was shitty.
You can't have 2 bombs go off melee. Here comes that. Give me a barrier. Not, it's alright. We can save some health that way. Alright, Lust. Blow your cookies here. Smash comes in 5 seconds. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Here comes mark for death. Watch out for melee bomb or bombs melee. Impaling throw. So we're gonna flip around. We're gonna have to go smash on the other side, okay?
Better get some DPS in this tank, or it's not gonna go down and get its ability off.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go smash the other side, just so you know, okay, guys?
I can't go up this one. I got marked.
Here we go. Here we go. Going up. And down. Here we go. Smash soon. You're going to the red side. Big move, melee, sorry. We're going up to the blue side, okay? So I'll flip them over here in a second. And down. You guys gotta be by the tank. Range, you should be by the tank. No one else can get impales. Impale, come on. I'll soak this one, stack together. Get ready for mark for death. You gotta be behind that tank. Alright, good. Right behind him, bombs are going to the right. Bombs to the right. Go all the way to the edge, to the edge, to the edge. Use your movement speed buffs. Stack on it. Oh, what was he doing? Hey, that was better. I still don't, I'm not sure why range is getting hit by the impales so much. Am I missing something?
I know on mine, I was right behind the tank and it was turning, and I was like at the corner of it, so I guess it was just bad positioning. But I was on the
pretty
other
much.
side of
It's
it.
because both the tank, the siege maker, and like you are rotating so much, we need to constantly be rotating more than you are in order to be on the other side of the siege maker. So like we're just moving the whole time and not getting DPS down and not doing anything. And even if we move a lot, if the distance between the tank, the siege maker, and you is too far, then we have a lot further to go.
It just seems like we're missing out on a lot of the damage on the tanks because of that as well.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So I mean, it's still like from my perspective, and I'm missing, half of the phase 2 because I'm up in the balcony for half of it. But like there have been multiple times where Marked for Death comes out and there's a range standing next to, like, on the opposite side of the room than the Siege Maker. And I don't know how that's happening.
It's kind of going to be impossible for the range to always be on top of the siege maker, just because of the fact that like there's going to be mines and there's going to be a lot of things. Like if you want us to all run behind the siege maker, that's possible, but that's a huge DPS loss. What I would say is that like if we move everything a little bit tighter in, like I know that we're kiting everything like around the outside as much as possible, but if we move everything a little bit tighter in, it might actually help. Just because there's less distance for people to run as they're kiting it there. Like I see a lot of people who are like who get to the tank and then like the tank keeps moving, and as it clears, like the person behind is left open and gets impaled.
Okay. I mean, my main focus there was just keep the boss opposite of the tank.
Yeah, like that's probably pretty good. It's just that the tank and the tank are too far apart, I think, right now. Not like, just completely opposite, but also in terms of like the distance. Like if you're completely opposite, but everything is sort of like shrunken a little bit closer to the center, that could work. Or if like the siege maker is maybe like a quarter of the distance away, that could also work. The only time it doesn't work is if either one, the siege maker is on one edge of the wall and the tank is like on the other edge of the wall. Like we were getting to a point where like the distance was extremely far.
Okay.
And that was a problem. Or like if it's extremely close. Anywhere in between is perfect, I think.
Sounds good. Is there a yellow mark down in the middle of the room?
Yeah,
phase 2?
On
usually.
the basement floor, yeah.
Okay, good. Because just checking. All right.
Wait, no, it's phase 2 in the center.
Phase 2 in the center, yeah.
I think all of the marks are being used right now.
So all the stuff for the melee, that was perfect that time, by the way.
Does Noctum not being here change things?
Oh yeah, shit. Burr's gone.
No,
Yeah, it
I
means
mean
we can one shot the boss now. Perfect.
we can't change anything now. There's nothing. Here we go. Watch for bombs. Don't get hit by bombs, melee. Here comes Smash last. Smash in 5.
Not sure if I got Burr or dying time there, but
Smash in 5. Smash in 5.
Blue side first.
Gunner's on blue.
Don't miss it. Don't miss these impales, guys. Come on. Oh, Lust, please. Right after this Smash. Going to red. Here we go. Going to red.
I have no idea who it's fixated on.
Down. Lust. Just fix it on star right now.
Yeah, it just got
Nice.
me.
That was
Nice,
delayed
okay.
as hell.
Here's the Smash. Get in there. Yeah, I got people that took impale damage there. Spread out, guys. Mark for death in 5. Going up to blue for Smash.
That was bullshit. I got fixated and I had Mark for Death.
Sorry, that wasn't good. We were dead anyway. Yeah, it's phase 2.
The
Forget this.
fixates were fucking took forever on that attempt. It was like throwing out Mark for Death, running around, and then finally fixating on somebody.
I'll put up a bot when I get there.
That's actually probably, I think, going to be it for us. Dutch has got to go. We don't really have a kiter without him.
So why are we all running over there?
I don't know. Have
Take
it?
one last look at him. Shake your fist at him. Hey, just curious, what dropped off Grohl today?
Gruel?
Yep.
Bracers for
bracers.
destruction. Cloth boots.
So not the weapon?
No.
Alright, I feel better about myself now.
Yeah, we got to fix the DPS stuff here. DPS seemed really low on that one. I don't know if people were dying earlier or something.
All right, Justin, you and I can work on. Well, if we're done, you and I can go through all of the angry assignments to make them all good.
Yeah, I got a few minutes. Well, make sure you guys check out a video or guide or anything on this one. So if you have any ideas. Anyone else get this thing where when you look at your character pane, like your stats are all weird? With the stat
Like it
blocks.
only shows you like the top one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually
Yeah.
just have to reload UI when that happens.
Yeah, same. As soon as I do it, it's fixed. Good night, though. I mean, man, normal just feels like a freaking breeze now, huh?
Oh my gosh. We did it in 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, we did 9 bosses in 2.5 hours.
So are you done, Justin?
No, I'll invite you back to group. I just wanted to. I need to go get this Harrison quest.
Ah.
And you gotta throw up the log so I can look at them. Actually, I probably logged too.
I did a live log at the end while we were working on Black.
That's all I need.
So that's up. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot. There's a lot of stuff we can do to help too. Like, all of us can be using potions. All of us could be using pre-pots and
Augment
pots and
runes.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, people aren't doing any of that stuff, and like we're taking a lot of damage. Like, slag bombs just can't go off.
Yeah, but like a potion is 70k once. You know, it's something. But
And that's more of a fix for hitting an enrage timer than the problems that we were facing. Right? I mean,
sorry, I meant a
Pretty
healing potion. But yeah, a damage potion too. For sure.
Yeah, I mean the other ones, like if we're pre-potting and then everyone does like intellect potion or main stat potion in the beginning of second phase, that'll make that phase go faster. Or phase 3 or whatever.
Even still, it feels like there's something more fundamental about the mechanics.
I don't know. I'm open for suggestions, guys. I've read phases on phase 2. I've watched videos and stuff, and I don't know.
Would it be
Basically,
a
we should
problem
just
if we
do
sent less melee up though?
No, we can't send less melee up.
That's not an option.
Not really. I mean, we can't leave anybody on the balcony, because if you leave the gun people up, then there's just too much raid damage. There's just
Yeah.
no way to do that.
Explosive round is already like 50% of everybody's damage taken, unless they're going up.
You also
Like
can look at
2
the
million.
yeah, massive significant amount.
If only Chuck Norris were a class. Just look at them and they die.
Dude, Bruce Lee.
True. Do we just watch more videos? People doing it?
I watched a bunch, man. I felt like I was doing exactly.
Is that like the only technique in the second phase?
I mean, there's basically everything I find is you have to send up all the melee. You can't miss any impales. Like every single impale that goes out needs to hit the tank. Or else you lose damage on those tanks, which means that the range has to switch to the tank, which means you lose DPS on the boss. I mean, it's the fight is set up in a way that if you don't execute the mechanic, it punishes you. Like you can't just like kind of do the mechanic. If you don't do the impale, then you have to do damage on the tanks. If they're not doing that, then you're not going to get the boss down. If you don't get the boss down fast enough, then the explosive round's going to kill everybody. I mean, it's just set up in a way that you have to execute mechanics, and that comes down to individual people. And I think the frustrating part for me on this.
Go on.
Oh, can't hear you.
Oh, hi.
Heard frustrating thing and then nothing.
I think for me the frustrating part about this fight is that we can't really like strategize as a raid. It's just people have to execute individually. Because if one person doesn't get in the Shattering Smash, there's nothing that the team can do about that. If someone gets hit by the Impale and doesn't get hit behind the Siege Tank, there's nothing that the team could have done to fix that. It's individual execution. I think that's frustrating. It's also tuned really tightly, so I mean we can't make mistakes. But that's what I'm seeing though. But I could be wrong.
We did improve on the impale, attempt to attempt. The first one you logged was 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 impales eaten. 12 impaling throws.
Which one are you looking at?
The first first wipe.
The very first one.
The first one on the logs.
Yes, I mean we had a death. Star died to that. Low got hit, Winfer got hit, Star got hit. Is that what you're looking at? Or am I seeing a different
one? Here, if you go to damage taken. What is this?
Oh, I see what you're saying. All abilities, and then you do impale.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took a lot of damage.
So like 12 the first time.
But how are you counting 12 events?
If you go to impaling throw, under below all sources, you can choose.
Oh, I see it.
A specific ability.
Yeah, I did the impaled, which is the dot you get, which is the dot you have after.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Wow, Low, you got killed by that, man. That was the first one.
Which one?
The very first wipe that we did in Black Hand, you got hit by impaled 3 times.
Yeah.
Weird.
I know in that last fight, the very last pull that we had, I got hit by one that wasn't even targeted to me.
That's fun.
Yeah, I've been noticing that happening a lot too. Is like that's more of like a raid awareness thing of like knowing where the siege tank is, and that's also kind of like a consistency thing, right? Where like the movement speed of the kiting and the movement speed of like how we're rotating the boss along with the siege, if that's consistent, then everyone knows, all right, it's always going to be, to your left if you're facing the boss, or like a certain direction when you're facing the boss.
Right.
It's only when like I'm expecting the siege to be like to my left, because that's where I see there's mines and other stuff, but then it's actually like to my right or behind me, and then I'm like, oh, I'm pretty safe here, and then someone runs right behind me behind the tank, which is correct, but because like you don't notice that the tank is right behind you, you still eat a fucking impale.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like melee are getting hit by impales too. Like
melee should never be hit by impales.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in the second attempt, the census got hit by 2. Low got hit by 2, Star got hit by 1, Windfare got hit by 1, Fire got hit by 1, Z got hit by 1, Laz got hit by 1, and then I soaked 2 of them. I mean, that's a lot. So every one of those impales that got hit on a person that didn't hit the tank. And there should be 2 impales. Like we should have 2, 4, 6 of them. Like 6 should be taken by a tank. That's the only people that should take impale damage are the tanks, and they should take 6 of them total. Well, or maybe 8 of them.
Does that work with the fire though?
What do you mean?
How many impales can we sink into one tank before the fire goes off?
So it should be 2 sets of impales, because each time he does mark for death, he does 2 people, right?
Yeah.
So the first 2 hit the tank, which removes the black iron plating. Then we DPS, and then the second set hits the tank, the Siegemaker, and then it will die. And then there will be a third marked for death before the next Siegemaker spawns. So that marked for death should be absorbed. Those 2 impales, the one where the Siegemaker isn't out, that's where the range go into the middle and stack on Star. The 2 people who are marked for death stack on Star. And then the tank, meaning like me or Dark, soak it. So every third set of marked for death should be soaked by one of the tanks. Tank meaning Dark or myself. It's confusing with Siegemaker as a tank, and then the tank is the tank. So it should go mark for death, Siegemaker, mark for death, Siegemaker, mark for death, Banner or Dark, and then mark for death, Siegemaker, then.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the third, attempt, because it looks like the Siegemaker got 18 impaling throws, and we only missed 6. So that sounds about right.
That's more correct.
That was a good attempt, except for the balcony, which we fucked up.
Because we were down a melee.
Yeah, and then we also I don't know, our DPS was really low today. I don't know why. On that boss in particular. Like on every other boss we were crushing DPS. But on that boss in particular, it was just on Black Hand we were super, super low.
And you lose a lot of time, in the air.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's a way we can minimize movement, but still be okay for positioning and for kiting and all that. Because right now, I think that's the biggest thing, is that we're just so focused on positioning and getting everything correct that we're actually just losing out on a lot of DPS that way.
Yeah, we need to somehow just really push that phase and use the times that we can DPS to really push it. And I don't know, I guess I watched almost all the fights more from a tanking raid strategy perspective, instead of when can we DPS more, But I know that very first beginning part of phase 2,